Hi guys, welcome back to Insight. So today we're going to be discussing African parenting and mental health. Today guys, we have some guests joining us for this discussion, just to get this discussion flowing. So I'm just going to get them to introduce themselves to you.
Hi, I'm Lorna. I am friends to both Susie and Debbie. And fun fact about me is I am Game of Thrones. I'm obsessed.
Hi, my name is Gloria. Fun fact about me, I am a twin, so I've got a twin brother.
Yay!
Twins!
Especially black young men, are 10 times more likely to be sectioned than any other ethnic origin or any other ethnic minority group. And also a part of the study also shows that there's a high amount or level of black women experiencing trauma because of things like sexual assault, and they're less likely to seek help.
But like my household, both my parents coming from big families, I think emphasis was more put on having a roof over your head, having food in your stomach. Emotions were sort of at the back. I don't think it was an intentional thing, but I think it's just how they've grown up, how their parents have brought them up, and sort of being in a new environment, they didn't really understand how to adjust or these new things. Something that's how it worked in our house.
Yeah, I think so, because I think for me it's so true. Like, emotions was never really discussed, and like, even if you remember, like I remember, even if you were upset, it's like, don't cry. Why are you upset?
Yeah.
Like, you've just hit me.
Yeah.
What do you expect me to do?
Yeah.
What do you expect me to do? Of course, if you've hit me, of course I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I don't want to see you crying. If I see you crying, then it's gonna be like more. So it was kind of like this message that I shouldn't feel specific emotions. Like, it's wrong for me to feel specific emotions.
Yeah. And I think I have to agree, like, with the way Gloria put it as well. I think they didn't do it intentionally. It was more so like, I've provided a roof over your head, you've got good education, you've got food on the table. Why are you stressed? Why are you anxious? You have nothing to worry about. You're not paying bills. So what's the problem?
Yeah.
So they never even saw it as a thing that, their emotional well-being needs to be catered for. And to be honest, I guess thinking about sort of my parents, I don't think I saw them, other than the obvious expression of emotion, like when they're angry at me for doing something or really happy, I don't think I saw them express other things. Like if they were stressed, it wasn't normalized in the family. They would try and hide it. Oh, the children, don't let them hear what we're talking about.
So it kind of brings this thing of, how now do you teach kids how to deal with emotions? Because if they don't see it anywhere else, especially the household, like you said, I mean, I think that's true for my household as well, because if, like, my mom was stressed, I never got to see it. Like, she never showed when she was stressed, or she was really struggling with something. So you don't really learn how to handle difficult emotions.
I mean, I agree, because it was the same in my house. I had two brothers. If anything was wrong, you either just shut up and dealt with it, or I don't know, there was just never open place to have this conversation. But I will say, by moving to this country, my parents changed. It was almost as if they just weren't aware that emotions, you had to deal with your emotions. So it's something they developed and allowed us to then be able to have an emotional conversation. But this is like 20 years down the line, so
It's changing, I guess. I think people are opening their eyes a lot more to different mental issues, and it's not always the sort of normalized ones of depression and anxiety. People need to remember there's things like bipolar out there.
Oh gosh,
schizophrenia, there's OCD.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
it's about talking about them borderline fringe mental health issues that we forget as well.
Oh, back home when I was growing up,
It doesn't
I didn't grow up back home. Back home where?
I can't even relate.